Do you love your dog but sometimes wonder why they do the things they do? There's no doubt that every dog is its own person and has a specific personality, but nearly all dogs are guilty of a few strange behavior patterns. If you've ever wondered, why is he doing that, and have no explanation, you're not alone. So, if you love your dog, you'll want to check out our list of 10 reasons why your dog exhibits some strange behaviors. Before we get into this, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more doggy tips and best practices. Leave a comment down below saying I subscribe, and we'll try our best to personally respond to your comments. Number 1. Why do dogs follow you to the bathroom? While it's true we often attend their potty breaks, do they really have to attend ours? If you've been wondering, why does my dog follow me to the bathroom? We've got answers. There are a few reasons why this may happen. One reason your dog follows you to the bathroom is simply because he is curious, but that's not the main reason. If your dog follows you into the bathroom, it's likely a result of their animal instinct and pack mentality. Canines who do this are referred to as Velcro dogs due to their desire to be attached to your side. Them following you to the bathroom is to protect a part of their pack. You! Your bathroom is a part of your dog's home, and as such, monitoring your whereabouts within these boundaries comes second nature to them. Privacy is an issue for your dog, but they are always concerned about your safety. They just can't get enough of you. Since you spend so much time in your washroom with your pup, why not deck it out with this cool doggy-inspired shower curtain featuring a variety of dog breeds? This brings us to the next strange dog behavior. Number 2. Why do dogs tilt their heads when you talk to them? Most people have seen dogs tilt their heads to the side as if questioning something. The common belief is that this happens when dogs hear a new sound or see something they don't quite understand. Head tilting is especially common in puppies. This behavior can have a few different meanings. A dog's range of hearing is wider than ours, but not as accurate. Perking their ears up while tilting their head helps them pinpoint where noises are coming from more quickly. It also helps them to hear and interpret the tone of their voices and pick out familiar words such as treat. Depending on the size of the ear, a dog's ear flaps muffle some sounds. Momentarily tilting the head may be a way to see or hear better. Something to look out for is if you notice your dog's head remains in the tilted position and the dog seems to have no control over it, this can be a sign of a health problem, such as an ear infection or even a problem in the brain. See your vet as soon as possible if your dog has a suspicious head tilt. This brings us to the next strange dog behavior. Number 3. Why do dogs eat grass and vomit? You might even be worried, is he hungry? Bored? Sick? Will eating grass hurt him? First, rest assured that you're not alone in your concern, especially if your dog is eating grass and vomiting. People propose that dogs might turn to eating grass when they don't feel well as a way to make themselves vomit. They say this helps them feel better. But here's something to consider. Does a dog eat grass to vomit and soothe an ailing stomach, or does he develop a stomachache and vomit because he ate grass? Another reason for this strange behavior could be plain old instinct. Your dog's ancestors didn't eat kibble packaged in sealed bags. Dogs in the wild balanced their diets by eating what they hunted, all of what they hunted, including meat, bones, internal organs, and stomach contents of their prey. Eating an entire animal provided a fairly balanced diet, especially when the prey's stomach contained grass and plants that filled the dog's need for fiber. Modern dogs don't have to hunt for their food, but that doesn't mean they don't retain the natural instinct to scavenge. Some dogs, even those that love their commercial dog food, will eat grass as a reflection of their heritage and the need to be scavengers. For these dogs, eating grass is a behavior problem that really may not be a problem at all. You need not worry if the occasional grazing session doesn't make your dog sick. Even though your pup eats grass, you still love them. Gift yourself or another dog lover this beautiful angel of friendship, symbolizing the love you share with your dog. This brings us to the next strange behavior. Number 4. Why do dogs eat other dogs' poop? Dogs often eat their own or another animal's droppings, no matter what species of animal. This behavior typically is normal for very young puppies. The good news is that most pups outgrow the habit. The bad news is that some dogs hang on to the nasty practice throughout their lives. There are a variety of reasons why your puppy eats poop, but we will give you the top 3. Poor quality diets may lead to puppies snacking on their waste. For instance, if your dog's food is not being digested fully, your dog may look to its feces as a supplement because it's nearly the same as when it was eaten. Other times, poop eating stems from boredom. If a pup left out in the yard alone has little to occupy its time, it may turn to the one available thing. Stress can also lead a dog to eat their feces, especially major stressors like coming to a new home after being adopted. While this habit is generally not highly dangerous to dogs, it's quite disgusting and not exactly healthy. Specific training may help you break this habit in some cases. Speaking of smelly dog habits, this brings us to our next strange dog behavior. Number 5. Why do dogs sniff each other's behinds? 2 dogs meet and suddenly they're sniffing each other in the rear end. Why the heck do they do this? Thanks to a highly complex and superior sense of smell, dogs smell at least 10,000 times better than humans. Dogs learn about the world through their noses. Mutual sniffing among dogs is a normal way for them to learn about each other. Basically, it's a doggy way of saying hello. Many of the most concentrated scents are in the area of the anus and genitals. A dog can learn about gender, reproductive status, temperament, diet, and much more just from sniffing another dog's rear end. There's no reason you should keep 2 dogs from sniffing each other unless one dog seems bothered by it. 2 dogs may get along better if you allow them to sufficiently sniff the other. Host your next party with these cute and unique wine charms. Your guests will have a fun time choosing their favorite puppy to mark their glass. Enjoy your party! Don't forget to subscribe and give us a like. Hit the notification bell so you're notified anytime we upload. Number 6. Why do dogs stick their heads out the car window? You may think that the reason most dogs like sticking their heads out of car windows is for the scenery or enjoying the wind, but it really has nothing to do with this. The reason that dogs like to stick their heads outside cars while driving is because the wind smells so good. Dogs have an incredible sense of smell with about 300 million smell receptors in their cute noses. So, during a drive, a dog sticks its head out of the window to enjoy the infinite number of new and interesting smells zipping by. Get a whiff of this fact. The way dogs exhale is remarkably different from humans and allows dogs to continue smelling new odors as they exhale. On to our next strange dog behavior. Number 7. Why do dogs hump? Does your dog like to hump other dogs, objects, or people? Humping behavior is quite natural in dogs. Contrary to what you may think, humping is not always sexual. It's also not always related to dominance, as some people used to think. Dogs usually hump each other as part of normal play. They may also playfully hump objects and people. Non-sexual excitement and attention-seeking may also be reasons for humping. Humping of objects is only a problem if it bothers you. When it comes to humping people, you will probably want to break this habit for your house guest's sake. Often, the solution is walking away from the dog and denying attention until the humping stops. Regardless of the humping, we know you still love your dog. Show them that they are your one and only with this cute sweater. Number 8. Why do dogs stick their tongues out? Dogs' tongues are pretty incredible when you think about it. Your pooch uses their tongue to eat and drink to help cool down their body and, of course, to give you tons of slobbery kisses. Some dogs, maybe even your own, have a bizarre but adorable trait of sticking their tongues out all the time. Sometimes it's just the tip, other times their entire tongues are hanging out of the sides of their mouths. When humans get warm, they sweat. When dogs get warm, they pant. Both of these responses cool down the body, and the way they work is actually the same. They both lead to evaporation. The short, shallow breaths that happen when your dog pants helps water evaporate from their tongue and upper respiratory tract. That evaporation helps your dog cool down. Typically, a tongue hanging out isn't a sign of anything problematic. A lot of the times, it is a sign of pure relaxation. If your pup has just eaten a delicious meal or is lying next to you with their tongue hanging out for a bit, it could just mean that they're in a state of pure bliss. And now, on to why do dogs chase their tails? Number 9. Why do dogs chase their tails? Does your dog spin in circles chasing his tail? This is a common behavior in dogs. There are a number of reasons a dog may chase his or her tail. It could just be an expression of a playful temperament or a short phase in puppyhood. In some cases, tail chasing is a natural, playful activity. Boredom is often touted as a reason for tail chasing. However, it's usually not boredom, but rather an inadequate level of physical activity that's the cause. If your dog has a great need for aerobic exercise, he or she might engage in tail chasing to exert some energy. Tail chasing can also be the symptom of an underlying anxiety or psychological issue. The behavior commonly begins with the dog chasing or scratching at the tail after an injury or irritation. As the behavior is comforting for the dog, it can quickly become a habitual response to all other threats, even after the tail has healed or the irritation has gone. In these instances, the dog is said to have become conditioned. While difficult to treat, this form of anxiety can be somewhat prevented if intercepted early enough. Relieve dog anxiety by cozying up with your dog in these cute blankets. Perfect for your movie night with your dog. This brings us to the 10th strange dog behavior. Number 10. Why do dogs make sounds in their sleep? When your dog barks, whimpers, or growls in its sleep, it's most likely dreaming, according to experts. Science suggests that canine brains go through similar stages of electrical activity while sleeping as human brains, so they're perfectly capable of dreaming, just like we do. Vocalizations, muscle twitching, and rapid eye movements indicate your pup is in the rapid eye movement phase of sleep when dreams occur. They say dogs are man's best friend, but how much would you be willing to pay for your pup? In this video, we've listed the 12 most expensive dog breeds. The cost can vary greatly based on the breeder, location, and bloodlines of each particular dog, but one thing's for sure, own one of these canine companions and you're sure to be dropping a few $1,000s, maybe even $1 million. Watch the video to find out. If you're new to our channel and you like it, leave us a comment and please subscribe.